Good evening. Welcome to the 2017 Honors Program here at Washington High School. This evening marks kind of a milestone, especially for our seniors, is the way I view this. Obviously, we recognize quite a bit of students, which makes this evening a wonderful event. However, I always look at this night as the seniors' night, and it's the night for them to shine and pay respect to those that have done so much work, families, teachers, students, on a night like tonight. So this is one of my favorite nights to be Washington High School principal. But I'm Brad Warner, I'm the high school principal. I'd like to start off by the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we'll keep things going, please. If you'll rise, and the flag's over here to the right, to your left. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The first thing I'd like to do is introduce some honored guests this evening. If they are here, please stand up and give a wave. If not, we certainly understand crazy busy schedules, especially this time of year. So any of our Board of Education members, Mrs. Hersher, Mr. Packley, Mr. Privage, or Mr. Radel, if you're in the audience, thank you very much for being here this evening. I want to make a quick note. Mrs. Mary Strugel is a very valued board member who has not been feeling well as of late. She would definitely be standing if I called her name if she were here tonight. So our thoughts are out to Mrs. Strugel, hopefully for a speedy recovery. Our superintendent, Mr. Rick Goodright, if you're in the audience. Mr. Goodright, Mr. Fortner, assistant superintendent, and I know our school treasurer, Mrs. Meglin, could not be here. So I want to thank them for all of their support. My assistants, Mrs. Renee Parr, Mr. Tony Thornsberry. I don't know, he hides quite a bit. He's pretty good at that. So, just kidding. Mr. Jamie Palma is my career tech director. He could not be here this evening. So I'd like to thank my administrators for all your work, please. And a big part of our Washington High School staff is our guidance department, and that department works feverishly, especially this time of year, wrapping up transcripts, looking at college information, making sure scholarships, and kind of putting the hay in the barn and getting ready to close the door. Tonight's a big night for them, so I want to give them special recognition. If you want to wave to everybody, Mrs. Kathy Wells. Rachel Adkins is our newest member. Jamie Marceric, who's also a baseball coach. He ought to be rolling in here soon. There he is. Must have changed in the phone booth. He was very dirty a few minutes ago. And Mrs. Amy Brayler. I also want to give a shout out to two other key members in that department. Mrs. Sharon Elders, our guidance secretary, who really did a great job of putting all of this together with the help of the guidance team. And then Mrs. Debbie D'Ottavio does a wonderful job at assisting. She had many years of experience to help Sharon and the gang put this together. So we do this for kids, and the bottom line is that we want to recognize our outstanding students that we have here at Washington High School. So sit back and relax. 4 hours later, we'll be done. Cavs don't play tonight. What's your hurry? Nope, in about an hour and a half we'll be through, and we'll hopefully recognize a ton of kids and have a wonderful evening. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce an outstanding administrator, Mrs. Renee Parr.
Good evening. I'm glad everyone could be here on this beautiful evening. I'm going to start off tonight by introducing our highest honor students. Our highest honor students will receive lapel pins with the seal of Washington High School, and they are presented to the students with a 4.0 or above. This GPA is determined by cumulative grades at the end of the first, third, fifth, and seventh semesters. I'm going to start out with our freshman students that will receive an ink pen. We are only announcing students that attended tonight. We do have more highest honor students, but we're only going to, for sake of time, announce those that were able to come this evening. Grade 9, highest honor students: Emma Bachtel, Caleb Carey, Lorinda Knipe, Olivia Musey, Anthony Pedro, Sydney Rice, Bailey Richards, round of applause for our freshman highest honors. You may be seated. I will next introduce our sophomore highest honor students. Our sophomores will receive the bronze lapel pin, and our highest honor sophomores, Jet Hannon, Diamond Haverstock, Jacob Hess, Tristan Rohr, Cameron Simpson. Congratulations, highest honor sophomores. You may be seated. I will now introduce our junior highest honors, and they will receive a silver lapel pin. Melissa Bamba, Gianna Hathaway, Samuel Pettit, Mackenzie Richards, Caroline Smith, and Leah Sorensen. Congratulations, highest honor juniors. You may be seated. And coming up from the stage, I will now introduce our senior highest honor students. They will receive the gold lapel pin. Felicity L. Lears, Kaylin Allman, Cameron Bickle, Ben Brayler, Leanne Brzezinski, Dallas Covert, Carly Gump, Hannah Jones, Rachel Kerstetter, Brianna Locken, Savannah Lonis, Sydney Mag, Vincent McConnell. Victoria Nelson. Claudia Pedro. Quinn Perkowski. Jacob Ryder. Stephen Sober. And Chloe Wolf. Congratulations to our highest honor seniors. You may be seated. Next, I will introduce our freshman students that have been on honor roll all 3 quarters. And we will wait till the end for applause, please. I'm just going to keep rolling with the names. Owen Offerter. I'm sorry, Owen. Kristen Allman. Emma Bachtel. Jamie Braun. Keaton Brown. Nevaeh Bullock. Zane Caperton Wanger. Caleb Carey. Kira Cleveland. Jayla Cunningham. Autumn Davelin. Madison Fisk. Chase Gresser. Tyler Haug. Benjamin Kerstetter. Lorinda Knipe. Seth Lance. Michaela Lee. Olivia Musey. Jayshawn Myers. Anthony Pedro. Bailey Richards. Annabelle Rolig. Alexis Saunders. Precious Schamberger. Alyssa Shannon. Destiny Shiflett. Caitlin Snodgrass. Lauren Stoneman. Okay, congratulations to our 9th grade honor roll 3 quarters. You may be seated. Next, I would like to introduce our 10th grade students that have been on honor roll all 3 quarters. Again, we are only naming those students that attended this evening. We do have many more. Luke Brayler. Keyshawn Dorsey. Jet Hannon. James Hardwick Jr. Diamond Haverstock. Ashley Hess. Jacob Hess. Ashley Curtis. Katie Martin. Victoria Menchez. Brianna Perkowski. Madeline Price. Megan Rudy. Samantha Sanson. Cameron Simpson. Cameron Sunkel. Amaya Turley. And before I dismiss them, I do have a fault that I made this evening. I missed Brianna Perkowski for highest honor sophomore. Sorry, Brianna. You may be seated. We have someone in Martin. I'm not sure who's going to need anything. And at this time, I will announce our junior students that are on honor roll all 3 quarters. Hope Baker, Melissa Bamba, Kaylee Calandros, Gianna Hathaway, Sarah Kirk, Courtney Kiles, Tone Lackey, Nicole Landers, Jessica Levy, Samuel Pettit, Mackenzie Richards, Riley Selzer, Caroline Smith, Leah Sorensen, Reese Turley, Talia Verde, and Trent Wicks. Congratulations, juniors, 3 quarters honor roll. You may be seated. At this time, I will announce our seniors that have made honor roll all 3 quarters. Felicity Alliers. Kaylin Allman. Matthew Ames. Terrence Anderson. Christopher Anthony. Erica Atkinson. Robert Baxter. Cameron Bickle. Seth Blankenship. Elena Blaylock. Ben Brayler. Camden Brenner. Kaylani Broyles. Kaylisha Broyles. Leanne Brzezinski. Celeste Burrows. Maria Campisi. Haley Chauvin. Jackson Collins. Brittany Cooley. Dallas Covert. Taj Crowder. Cole Davis. Tyler Davis. Dylan DeLong. Maria DeCharia. Chance Emmaheiser. Derek Finneyfrock. Nathan Gregg. Maya Greer. Carly Gump. Manuela Gutierrez. Ethan Jefferson. Hannah Jones. Rachel Kerstetter. Autumn Kite. Jeffrey King II. Emily Kolick. Mason Lloyd. Brianna Locken. Sydney Mag. Nicole Maxheimer. Vincent McConnell. Alyssa Moyer. Vincent Murray. Victoria Nelson. Claudia Pedro. Quinn Perkowski. Ava Radel, Jacob Ryder, Gabrielle Renner, Taylor Rogers, yeah. Malcolm Robinson Jr., Cassandra Rohr, James Rupert, Christian Samsel, John Sanson II, Dakota Shear, Sierra Scott, Gage Skeen, Cole Smith, Jordan Smith, Samantha Smith, Stephen Sober, Nathaniel Soley, Miranda Solomon, Tyler Tursky, Alec Ward, Colette Webster, Nathaniel Welch, Chad Whipke, Taylor Williams, Chloe Wolf, Cole Wolf, Wendy Woodring, Luke Young, and congratulations to our seniors three-quarters honor roll. And you may be seated. I will next introduce Mrs. Amy Brayler that will be presenting the Honors Diploma recipients.
We have never had this. Never. It is. We have never, ever had this many students receiving this award. This is a smart class. The state of Ohio sets criteria for students to earn an honors diploma that includes having a minimum 3.5 GPA or a 27 or higher on their ACT, as well as having 4 years at a minimum of college prep courses that include English, math, science, and social studies, and that can also include the arts, career tech, and foreign language. The following students have earned this distinction. As I read your name, please stand. Our honors diploma recipients are Felicity Aliers, Caitlin Allman, Matthew Ames, Terrence Anderson, Cameron Bickle, Seth Blankenship, Ben Brayler, Camden Brenner, Leanne Brzezinski, Rebecca Cottrell, Dallas Covert, Dylan DeLong, Maria DeCharia, Isaac Farrington, Nathan Gregg, Carly Gump, Manny Gutierrez, Hannah Jones, Ethan Jefferson, Rachel Kerstetter, Emily Kolick, Brianna Locken, Savannah Lones, Sydney Mag, Nicole Maxheimer, Vincent McConnell, Alyssa Moyer, Vince Murray, Victoria Nelson, Claudia Pedro, Gavin Philpott, Quinn Perkowski, Ava Radel, Jacob Ryder, Gabrielle Renner, Santiago Rivera, Taylor Rogers, John Sanson, Jay Smith, Jordan Smith, Samantha Smith, Stephen Sober, Chloe Wolf, and Wendy Woodring. Congratulations, seniors. Up next is Eric Myers, who is presenting the gifts to highest honor seniors from the Massillon Education Association.
Good evening. Each year, the members of the Massillon Education Association, these are the faculty of the Massillon City Schools, grades kindergarten through 12th, preschool through 12th grade. The Massillon Education Association likes to recognize the seniors that have maintained the highest grades throughout their high school years. Ladies and gentlemen, your teachers are very proud of you and all of the accomplishments that you have achieved. As I call your name, would you please come forward to receive a little token of appreciation for all of your hard work? Felicity Aliers, Kaylin Allman, Cameron Bickle, Ben Brayler, Leanne Brzezinski, Dallas Covert, Carly Gump, Hannah Jones, Rachel Kerstetter, Brianna Locken, Savannah Lones, Sydney Mag, Vincent McConnell, Victoria Nelson, Claudia Pedro, Gavin Philpott, Quinn Pierkowski, Jacob Ryder, Stephen Sober, Chloe Wolf. Again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Massillon Education Association, our congratulations. You may be seated. Up next, please welcome Mr. Anthony Thornsberry.
The Washington High School Citizenship Award is awarded to the senior student possessing exceptional qualities in citizenship, character, and honor. This year's award for outstanding citizenship goes to Christopher Anthony. The Washington High School Leadership Award honors one male and one female senior who as student leaders have a positive impact on the student body. This award is sponsored by the Washington High School administration and faculty. The two students voted to have the highest leadership qualities are Leanne Brzezinski and Nathan Gregg. The Washington High School Activities Award is presented to one male and one female senior student who participate in a variety of extracurricular activities. The recipients for 2017 are Sydney Mag and Taj Crowder. Next, I would like to introduce Sergeant Ryan J. Rhodes of the U.S. Marine Corps to present their awards.
Good evening, Massillon, students, staff, family members. I'm Shawn Rhodes of the Marine Corps. I'm here to present 4 individuals with awards. The Marine Corps has recognized them for achieving great things in the community. To class 2017, hey, you guys did it. You guys are on your way out your door. On your guys' way out, just think you guys are the future leaders of our country and our community. So always look to give back. Before I give those awards out today, I'd like to take an opportunity to acknowledge everybody in the crowd that has served our country. If you served in the Army, the past, the present, will you guys please stand up? Thank you for your service. Tonight, the first award I'm going to give out is Distinguished Athlete Awards. Since the United States Marine Corps was established 241 years ago, we have enjoyed some of the most demanding physical standards in the world. We require our Marines to be absolute top physical condition in order for the Marine Corps to be successful on its missions. The Marine Corps realizes that a foundation of good physical fitness is laid in the high school athletic organization. In addition to good training habits, high school athletes are well aware of teamwork and discipline, 2 important elements that make up a Marine. For the reasons, the United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in supporting the high school athletics program by presenting the Distinguished Athletes Award. This year's recipients will be recognized by displaying courage, poise, and self-confidence and leadership in high school athletics. They are Hannah Jones and Vince Murray. The next award I'm going to give out is the Scholastic Excellence Award. For 241 years, the Marine Corps is recognized as the best military organization in the world. We earn a reputation because the Marines teach every new recruit the values of physical and mental strength. Mental strength comes through academic study. We encourage the nation's youth to complete high school. We also offer Marines several methods of going to college at our expense. I am honored to recognize the efforts of a special student. The student has demonstrated outstanding citizenship, and leadership in academics. The United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Scholastic Excellence Award to Quinn Perkowski? Sorry. The last award the Marine Corps gives out is the Semper Fidelis Award. Semper Fidelis means always faithful. It is a musical award we hand out. I'd like to call the young man up to the stage now. Mr. Matthews, Dawson Matthews. Go ahead, stand right there. It gives me great pleasure to be here to award the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence. The United States Marine Corps is proud to have one of the finest musical programs in the world. The most notable member of the program is the Marine Band, also known as the President's Own, from Washington, D.C. This prestigious musical organization was formed in 1798 and has played in every presidential inauguration since Thomas Jefferson. The Marine Corps realizes that there would be no Marine Band without dedicated young musicians. For this reason, the Marine Corps supports the high school band programs by awarding the Semper Fidelis Award. I am honored to present this year's Semper Fidelis Award for recognition for diligence, dedication, and musical excellence to Dawson Matthews. Mr. Matthews and I have been working together now for about 3 years. He came up to me when he was a sophomore and he said, Shawn Rhodes, I'm going to play in the Marine Corps Band. I'm going to be a French horn player in the Marine Corps Band. And since that day, we've been working forward to that effort to making him a member of the Marine Corps Band. This past April, he passed his audition to enter the Marine Corps Band. He's the first member. He's the first person in 6 years in the Stark County area to get into the Marine Corps Band, and the first member in 10 years that has been a high school senior to do that. So, congratulations, Matthew. The next presenter will be Staff Sergeant Moore with the United States Army.
Good evening. First off, I'd like to thank Mr. Goodright, Mr. Warner, the faculty, parents, students, for allowing us to be here tonight. I know it's a very special time for everyone up here on stage. Like Sergeant Rhodes said, you made it. Finally, well done. All right, but it's just getting started now, okay? My name is Staff Sergeant Michael Moore. I am your local United States Army and Army Reserve recruiter. Tonight at Washington High School, I would like to continue what has become an important tradition by presenting the U.S. Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award to two of this school's finest scholar athletes. The two students whom the Army Reserve honors this year have achieved the winning combination, excellence in both academics and athletics. They have achieved the balance that many people aspire to, but only a handful achieve. I'm happy to be here to give these students special recognition for their accomplishments. The U.S. Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award was created in 1981 by the Army Reserve to honor top students. More than 200,000 high school students have received the Scholar Athlete Award, so today's recipients join a long list of distinguished scholar athletes, students who are team captains, debate champions, student officers, community leaders, and Olympic athletes, students who have put forth that extra effort to be Army strong. I'm proud to have the opportunity to honor two of the nation's finest young people right here at Washington High School. Let's give a round of applause to this year's Washington High School Army Reserve National Scholar athletes, Dallas Covert and Vincent McConnell. The Army's next award is the West Point Leadership Award. The West Point Leadership Award is established by the West Point Society of Cleveland to recognize outstanding high school juniors whose achievements and personal character exemplify the motto of the United States Military Academy, duty, honor, country. On behalf of the United States Military Academy, West Point, New York, and the West Point Society of Cleveland, I'd like to call Mackenzie Richards and Trent Chikanek to the stage. These certificates are awarded to these two students of Washington High School in recognition of outstanding accomplishments in keeping with the ideals of the United States Military Academy. Let's give them one more round of applause. Please welcome your next presenter, Coach Nate Moore.
I'm going to be presenting a couple athletic awards tonight. I did want to make note. I think it's really cool that we have a couple baseball players still in their baseball uniforms. I think it's a great representation of all of our student athletes that are all here at the honors ceremony. You know, these guys and girls go through rigorous practice schedules, late night traveling to and from away games, and our baseball team tonight beat McKinley. And these guys come straight over to the high school to get their honors awards. I think that's an outstanding statement. The first award I'm going to present tonight, the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Awards. In association with the integrity of the name of the two-time Heisman Trophy winner Archie Griffin, the Ohio High School Athletic Association presents annually the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Awards. They are given to a male and female student who have been outstanding in their efforts to promote sportsmanship in their school and community. The class of 2017 winners are Ben Brayler and Sydney Magg. Next is the OHSAA Scholar Athlete Awards. The Ohio High School Athletic Association recognizes a male and female Scholar Athlete of the Year at each member's school in Ohio. The award is presented to the male and female student of that year's graduating class who have met the following criteria. 1, the highest grade point average at the end of the first semester of the senior year. 2, received a minimum of 4 varsity letters. 3, in the event of a tie, the student with the most varsity letters will receive the award. The winners for the class of 2017 are Samantha Smith and Nathan Gregg. Next is the NFHS National Award of Excellence. Awarded to one male and one female senior student who has displayed exemplary sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity. These students embody good citizenship, good moral character, and good sporting behavior. They are positive role models and encourage others to be positive role models. The 2017 recipients are Jacob Ryder and Victoria Nelson. Next is the Timothy S. Swetterlich Memorial Scholarship. The Timothy S. Swetterlich Memorial Scholarship is given in memory of this 1983 Washington High School graduate. Tim was a valedictorian of his class, a two-way starter for a Massillon Tiger football team that played for the state championship, along with his involvement in numerous organizations. Tim received appointments to all 3 service academies and decided on the Air Force Academy. As an F-15 pilot, he flew combat missions in Desert Storm. Shortly after the war, Tim contracted cancer and died at an early age. Chip Packlet, a classmate, has funded and coordinated this scholarship in Tim's memory. This year's award in the amount of $7,500. And the 2017 recipient is Nathan Gregg. The next award is the Paul E. Brown Football Scholarship. This scholarship is sponsored by the Massillon Rotary. The 2017 recipient of the Paul E. Brown Football Scholarship is Seth Blankenship. Next, we have Ron Schwartz to present the OB Scholarship.
Good evening. This is the third year that I've attended tonight's program, and it's reassuring to see on the stage these young men and women that have worked hard and excelled while preparing for life after high school. The awards presented tonight are a reflection of the continued support of our youth by our community and our alumni. It's a privilege for me to represent the Massillon Tiger Football Booster Club and the OB License Plate Scholarship Committee. I'm standing in for Mary Strukel, who's dealing with a health issue. We wish Mary a speedy recovery. Mary came up with the idea of establishing a vanity license plate for a high school, just like the major colleges have done. What better symbol to put on our license, which would acknowledge our Massillon Tigers, than our OB mascot? After 4 years of petitions, red tape, and proceedings with state government, and with the aid of State Representative Kirk Schuring, the OB license plate became a reality. We are the first high school in our nation to have this distinction. A percentage of every OB plate registration is now dedicated to scholarships for Massillon students. To date, we have awarded 14 scholarships. Tonight's recipients have given of their time and efforts towards Massillon Tiger football, either as a player or an athletic trainer. These individuals have excelled in the classroom, have given of their time to our community, and of our good character. The OB License Plate Committee is pleased to assist them towards their educational goals. I have asked Jeff Bricker, a fellow committee member, to announce tonight's winners, to hand out tonight's winners. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your award. Seth Blankenship. Dylan DeLong. Cordell Ford. Nathan Gregg. And Samantha Smith. Congratulations to you all, and best of luck next year. Now I'd like to have you welcome Mrs. Rachel Adkins.
Hello. We would like to recognize the recipient of the Doug Sorg Scholarship. Doug was a 1974 graduate of Washington High School and a 3-year member of the Tiger Shark swim team. After high school, he attended Baldwin Wallace College. At age 19, Doug became ill and was diagnosed with cancer, passing away a year later. But during his short tenure on Earth, Doug displayed courage, faithfulness to a task, and a very high level of commitment to a cause. These are the qualities that are looked for in the recipient of the Doug Sorg Scholarship: This year's scholarship is being presented to Jordan Smith. We would now like to recognize the Layton's Legacy Scholarship. This scholarship was created to honor Leighton Meister. Leighton is a 3-year-old Massillon resident with infantile Baton disease. This disease is terminal and has life expectancy typically of 5 years or less. Leighton has battled incredible obstacles in her few years, including losing her ability to eat, sit, or communicate. This scholarship is awarded to Carly Gump to recognize her dedication to help others in her pursuit of a career in the medical field. I would now like to welcome to the stage our next presenter, Becca Studer and Jet Hannon.
Ryan, my brother, was a man of great faith. So to help honor him, I'd like to start off by quoting his favorite scripture, which comes from the book of Romans. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor things present, nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God which is in Christ Jesus. The Ryan C. Hannon Memorial Scholarship is being presented by his son, Jet Hannon, and myself. This scholarship is in memory of my brother Ryan, who was a 1994 graduate and a 4-year member of the Tiger Shark swim team, earning academic All-American status. He swam 4 years for the University of Toledo, where he graduated with a degree in electrical engineering. He exhibited the qualities that this award winner represents. This deserving senior is a 4-year member of the Tiger Shark swim team. He has demonstrated outstanding qualities in character, leadership, service to school and community, as well as academic excellence. It is our pleasure to award this year's recipient of $1,500 to Jordan Smith. Patricia Bean will be our next scholarship presenter.
I'm presenting the Brenda M. Robinson Memorial Scholarship to a student in the high school. If you remember, Brenda Robinson was a longtime teacher at Washington High School, and she passed away in 2003. Mrs. Robb, as she was affectionately called, created the Student Unrest Committee concerning every student's success, or the Success Club as it's known here at the school. And she created that to address the needs of the students of her day. After her passing, the science wing here at the school was named in her honor, and a scholarship was created to award a graduating senior who has been an active Success Club member and is planning to attend college. Since its inception, we have awarded approximately 12 scholarships to deserving students. Her motto was, "If you believe it, you can achieve it." So this year, we honor a student who has been accepted at John Carroll University in Cleveland and plans to study political science and pre-law. Kara Spencer. Please welcome Todd Wursler to the stage.
In 1995, I co-founded Tower Industries in the city of Massillon with my father, Bob. In 2015, at our 20th anniversary, we decided to honor my father with a scholarship in his name. We so appreciate the support that we've received from the city of Massillon since the inception of the company 22 years ago, and we decided to choose a rewarding high school student to receive the scholarship in honor of my father, who is with us here tonight. We look for someone who gives back to the community, who cares about others, who works hard, and who shows up. Because in the game of life, half the battle is showing up. And I can tell you for 82 years, no matter what the case, my dad has shown up every single day. So this year's reward recipient, who I believe missed no more than 3.5 days of school in the last 4 years, is Quinn Porkowski. Our next presenter will be Kara Spencer.
Actually, it's Mr. Walker, please. Mr. James Walker.
Someone probably messed up these pages. Again, after a couple of years, they've allowed a retired teacher to take the microphone with a captive audience. So here I am, and you'll just have to put up with me for a few minutes. With all the commotion coming out of, oh, by the way, while I was sitting up there, I thought to myself, we see a lot of special sections in the newspapers. Wouldn't it be wonderful if there were a special section in the newspaper every year showing all of the honorees of the graduating classes and what they've achieved? Wouldn't that be a good thing to do? You can all call Vanessa at the Independent tomorrow and suggest that. With all the commotion coming out of Washington, D.C. recently, you'd be excused for having missed some other news events. NASA right now has a space probe in Saturn's ring system. I'm sure you're all aware of that. And also, there's a robotic vehicle on its way to an asteroid to actually gather samples of the asteroid and bring it back to this planet. It's not on the news a whole lot. And there's a virus in China that has just jumped from chickens, a bird flu virus, to human beings, H7N9, and it has a 50% mortality rate, and it's on its way to a theater near you. And October 4th of this year, it'll be 60 years since something called Sputnik, and everyone has a little phone that they can probably Google that up on. Sputnik was a little about basketball-sized satellite. After winning World War II in a standoff in Korea, the U.S. instantly became number 2 in the world, a position we don't seem to like very much. And no one was taking science for granted then, in the late 50s and through the 60s. A lot of occupations called to students who like science and math, research and industry, engineering and medicine. Most of our young people will have to contend with, will have to contend with robotics and artificial intelligence and alternative energy issues with fuel cells and solar and wind. Notwithstanding the era of Sputnik, the need for teachers of science in middle school and high school may never have been greater than it is right now. I discovered I wanted to be a teacher while explaining a geometry proof to another student in the study hall in 1963. Life in college and a few years in the tire plants in Akron got in the way until I entered the field in 1976 and retired from the classroom in 2014. Having taught science to middle schoolers, high schoolers, and college undergraduates, I came to realize how science, we haven't heard much about science tonight, and I'm making up for it, how science, properly taught with lots of hands-on activities, integrates nearly all of the essential knowledge gathering and knowledge processing skills. Despite all the chatter about STEM jobs and how essential science, tech, and engineering and mathematics are and will be, I found out actually about 2 years ago now that there are only a handful of students in the pipeline to become secondary level science teachers. Where's all that STEM education going to come from in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade? To borrow a well-worn phrase and modify it slightly, now is the time to make America think again. Or as Marie Curie, you can Google that one too, put it over 100 years ago, now is the time to understand more so that we fear less. This year's recipient, one other thing. There's a physicist, an astrophysicist who's been on everywhere on TV recently named Neil deGrasse Tyson. Some of you may know him or know of him. He said in an interview with CBS last week, he asked this question, who serves the people who don't know that they like science? Well, it's science teachers is the answer to that question. This year's recipient of the $5,000 scholarship for teaching science that I began 2 years ago goes to a young man who seems to want to teach about as much as I did when I was his age. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Luke Young. Turn the page. Next up, Nathan Gregg. Oops. Next up, Mrs. Joanne Boyd. And Nathan Gregg.
Good evening, and my name is Joanne Boyd, and on behalf of Alt Care, and I'm honored to present the 2017 Alt Care Team Spirit Award Scholarship. And the recipient of this scholarship was already told, but must have obtained at least a 2.5 or higher GPA and demonstrated that he is a team player in school and community events. At Alt Care, we were fortunate this year that we could honor 39 deserving students with scholarships valued at $500 each. And on behalf of Alt Care, I am honored to present the 2017 Alt Care STEAM Spirit Award Scholarship to Nathan Gregg. And the next presenter will be Mr. Scott Lehman.
Good evening. First, I want to congratulate all of our students that are being honored tonight, and parents as well. It's a testament to your sacrifice as well. In honor of Jimmy Kiefer, a lifelong member of the Eagles 190 and staunch supporter of the Massillon Tiger football program, two $3,000 scholarships are being presented this year. Eligible recipients must be graduating seniors from the Massillon Washington High School class of, or football team in class of 2017, and must be attending at least a full-time 2-year or 4-year accredited college, and not already receiving a full ride scholarship. On behalf of the Massillon Eagles, Area 190, and the Scholarship Committee, I'd like to present our scholarship for $3,000 each to Seth Blankenship and Dylan DeLong.
The next presenter will be Mrs. Amy Brailer.
Hello.
Hi.
The J. Richard Merchant Scholarship was established because of Mr. Merchant's love of baseball, his involvement in Little League, and his lifelong interest in academic excellence. This scholarship goes to a girl or a boy who played in the Massillon Little League program and who currently ranks in the upper half of his or her graduating class. I'm proud to present the 2017 recipient of this scholarship to Seth Blankenship. And up next is Mr. Bobby Grizzard.
Good evening. The next scholarship is the Washington High School Scholarship Fund. In 1986, this scholarship was established with just a donation of $85. Currently today, the fund is worth $570,000. Currently, we have given away approximately 419 students almost $412,000. Would you please hold your applause to the end as we present the students this year, of approximately 25 of them who have received $1,000 scholarships. Seth Blankenship. Ben Brailer. Camden Brenner. Jackson Collins. Dallas Covert. Dylan DeLong. Isaac Farrington. Tyrese Fredrickson. Nathan Gregg. Hannah Jones. Emily Kolek. Brenner Locken. Savannah Loans. Sydney Mag. Vincent McConnell. Vincent Murray. Claudia Pedro. Galvin Philpott. Ava Radel. John Sanson. Jordan Smith. Samantha Smith. Tyler Persky. Winner of the Gordon Williams Scholarship is Quinn Perkowski. Winner of the Sibla Blanche Scholarship is Leanne Brzezinski. In addition to these scholarships, for the first time in the history of Washington High School, the winners of the Outstanding Senior Boy and Miss Massillonian will also receive a monetary scholarship with those awards as well. You may applaud. Next up, Connor Smith.
Good evening. The J. Christopher Smith Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Chris Smith, my father, who passed away in November of 2012 after a courageous battle with leukemia. He grew up on the west side of Massillon and was a 1979 graduate of Massillon Washington High School. Throughout his career, he worked for many area school districts in roles including band director, superintendent, and curriculum director. It didn't matter what the role was, his goal was always to leave it better than he found it. If you had the pleasure of working or just being around my father, you know how contagious his passion was for education and truly impacting the lives of others. These are some of the attributes we look for in recipients of this scholarship. I was truly impressed with the quality of this year's applicants. These young men and women sitting before us have a very bright future ahead of them. This year's recipient was actively involved in many of WHS's great programs and sought to make a lasting impact in his community. He's a top 25 student and plans to attend the University of Akron to major in biomedical engineering. I'm confident he will continue to make a lasting impact in his community. It's my pleasure to present the 2017 J. Christopher Smith Memorial Scholarship to Quinn Perkowski. Please welcome to the stage Sherry Brown.
What an exceptional group of young people. From the Massillon Public Library, where I'm the director, I say congratulations. I'm actually here tonight representing Massillon Rotary. We are very thrilled to be able to offer 4 $1,000 scholarships this year to our Massillon students. A lot of people have said, what exactly is Rotary? Rotary is an international organization. There's actually 34,000 member clubs and 1.2 million individuals who are part of that club. And the purpose of Rotary, which is about 117 years old, is to foster fellowship in the business community, stand up for ethics in our vocations, do good works internationally and here in our communities, and also to network and fellowship together. Together as an international organization, we are this close to eliminating polio in the globe, and we are very proud of that. And here in Massillon, our Massillon Rotary Club is celebrating our 100-year birthday this year with 100 acts of service. And we do everything from cleaning up in the park to working on Impact Massillon house builds to delivering Meals on Wheels. And one of our service projects is to raise funds. We had a big fundraiser so that we can give scholarships. And these fine young students were selected for their academics, their extracurricular activities, their service to the community. I hope as you grow up and leave college, you might consider becoming Rotarians someday, and wonderful essays that they wrote. So I would call to the stage right now, and you can all come up if you hold your applause. Ben Brailer, Nathan Gregg, Michaela Smith, and Dallas Covert. Please join me in congratulating them. And I ask you to join me in welcoming Mrs. Mary Blunt.
Hi, I'm representing this award from my brother, who started this with 2 of his best friends. And it's called the JMM Foundation. It stands for 3 guys who had a vision. Only one of them is living now, so my brother Yule is continuing their dream. Their names were Kenneth Jackson, Melvin, and Ewell McLaurin. My brother lives in Kentucky, so I'm here just to give the scholarship. This year, I think this is their 3rd year doing this. It's called the JM&M Foundation, and it's for a $500 scholarship for Cameron Bickle. Scholarship. And Cameron's going to be attending the Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, so congratulations. Thank you. Okay, next we will have Mr. Ed Greer.
Good evening. I'm here to present the Massillon Tiger Benchwarmers Booster Club scholarships on behalf of Kelly Murphy, who was one of our members who passed on several years ago. And I have with me his daughter, Elizabeth. And the recipients this year is Kaylee Allman, Emily Kolick, Jordan Smith, and Kyra Spencer. If there's any member of Kelly's family in the audience, would you please stand and be recognized? Also, I'd like to have the benchwarmers stand and be recognized. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, Elizabeth. Also, want to recognize my mom, who, from the time that I was probably about 5 years old, she always stressed education. So the time I was in junior high and high school, she always tried to make every event that she could, even though she didn't have transportation, had to walk. But she supported me in so many ways I just can't put it into words. And she always wanted my sister and I to get an education. She's now passed on about 18 years ago, but I kind of feel like she always is the kind of person that always wanted to give back. So this award is on behalf of my mother, Wilma Chandler, Award for Excellence. And these awards will go to Cordell Ford, Kyra Spencer, Jordan Smith. The next presenter will be Thomas Season.
Good evening. The Aaron Season Memorial Scholarship is awarded in memory of Aaron Season and is presented to a graduating senior with a GPA of 3.0 or better and who has been accepted into an accredited school of technology, college, or university. Leadership qualities, compassion for one's fellow persons, and participation in community life are all taken into consideration. Aaron was a 1999 WHS graduate, and he was also a graduate of the United States Merchant Marine Academy in Kings Point, New York. He served as a first lieutenant in the United States Army. He was mortally wounded by an IED outside of Mosul, Iraq, and he died in the American hospital in Landstuhl, Germany. Aaron believed in the importance of education beyond high school, and through the generosity of hundreds of people from all over the country, this scholarship was started to help deserving high school graduates fulfill their studies. Aaron had a zest for life and a passion for learning in addition to many great qualities, which is, in part, what this scholarship represents. This year, we are awarding two $1,000 scholarships to Leanne Brzezinski and Quinn Pierkowski. Next presenter is Mr. George Helmrich.
This is the first year for the Stacy Helmrich Gardner Scholarship. It's given in memory of our daughter, my wife Jerry, and my daughter. Her sister Corey is here also, and her husband Mike. Stacy was killed in an auto accident in July of 2015. It is a one-time $3,000 scholarship given to a graduating senior who would be a first-generation student from his family to go on to college. And I'll explain the reason for that in just a moment. Stacy lived 43 years here on this earth and accomplished quite a bit. She was a 1989 graduate of Washington High School. And before I get ahead of myself, she went to Bowers and Whittier and Longfellow and Washington High. And I could give you a rundown on some of the many activities she was in here at the high school. She graduated from the old high school downtown. She's graduating long enough ago for that to happen. But I'm sure that the thing that would be most memorable to her would be her involvement in the band. She was in the Tiger Swing Band. She played the bells. She was in the concert band. And she was in the jazz ensemble where she played the piano and keyboards and synthesizer. After high school, she went over to Canton and attended Malone College, which is now Malone University. And while there, she met Mike, and later on got married, of course. And after she graduated from Malone with a bachelor's degree in psychology, she went on to the University of Akron and got a master's degree also in psychology. Working all this in, she and Mike had two children, Michaela and Nate, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. But working all that in with being a working mother, her career path was as a licensed professional clinical counselor. And at the time of her passing, she was working at the North Canton Medical Foundation. She specialized in counseling children and doing some marital counseling. And she had a real heart for young kids, and we found that out all too much during the calling hours. When people think of Stacy, in talking with many of her friends, they remember her deep Christian faith, her laughter, and a smile that she had that could light up a room. She loved to laugh and was such a good friend. As a family, we wanted to bring something positive out of this family tragedy. And so we got to thinking about what would be a possible avenue to pursue. And since I'm first generation college from my family, and Jerry, my wife, is first generation from her family, and Mike, her husband, is also first generation college from his family, And Stacy and her sister Corey are second generation college only because their mother and I had enough training to make a decent living. We decided that we would award a scholarship each year to a graduating senior here at the high school who would be the first in his or her family to go on to either some sort of higher education, whether it's a 2-year, 4-year school, tech or trade school, that doesn't really matter. The importance of a post-high school education should be never lost on today's youth. When you consider all the advancements that have been made, you simply can't do too well in this life if you don't have some sort of training beyond high school. And that's what we're trying to offer some help at with offering this scholarship. Without any further ado, I'll cut to the chase and tell you that the 2017 Stacy Helmrich Gardner Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Manuela Gutierrez. Our next presenter will be Ms. Kathy Wells.
This scholarship is given in honor of former Massillon Tiger head football coach Chuck Mather by the Corral family. Coach Mather mentored the Tigers for 6 years, winning 6 Ohio championships, 3 national titles, and finished undefeated against Canton McKinley. Coach Mather passed away in 2006. The scholarship goes to a WHS senior who has earned at least 1 varsity letter and maintained a minimum 2.8 GPA. The award carries a 2-time $5,000 value. The 2017 recipient of the Joe and Virginia Corral Scholarship is Leanne Berzinski. Janice Vrotzis Groves was a 1978 graduate of Washington High School. She graduated from the University of Akron and obtained her master's degree, magna cum laude, from Miami University. Janice was a teacher in the Worthington school system. Her scholarship is awarded to a student who is planning a career in education. The 2017 recipient is Dallas Covert. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Max Julian.
Hi, the Guy Julian Memorial Scholarship is given in memory of my father, who passed away last May of a heart attack, and he was a die-hard Tiger fan. Our family's had 14 season tickets my whole life, and I've maybe missed 3 games since I've been 2 years old, and that was really what we did together. And he always said that after he got me and my 2 younger brothers through school, he wanted to help give back to Tiger football players because the Tiger football teams meant so much to our family. My dad worked really hard at everything he did. He became a partner, owner, and vice president of FW Renner & Sons. It was a scratch golfer and one of the lifetime members of the Legends. So when he passed away, we decided we had to do a golf outing in his honor. We sold the whole thing out, and we raised a lot of money, and we wanted to give the scholarship to the kid on the football team who the coaches said was the hardest worker and the best embodiment of what a Massillon Tiger should be, and that is Mr. Dylan DeLong. Next to the podium will be Mr. Eric Myers.
This evening, the Massillon Education Association is proud to present 2 scholarships. These scholarships are one for a student who has indicated a desire to enter the education field to become a teacher. The other is for a student who has excelled here at Washington High School and is continuing on in their educational endeavors, not necessarily in education, but again, still continuing on with their education. So our Future Teacher Scholarship goes to Dallas Covert, and our Education Scholarship goes to Ben Brailer. The value that a community places on any program is reflected in the support that it gives to them. The Visual Arts Department of Washington High School is pleased to have the support of 2 scholarships that have been created to enhance the post-secondary opportunities in the visual arts of individuals who have come through our program. The Ann Urbis Arts Scholarship is presented in her memory by her family. Ann was a graduate of Washington High School and held a post-secondary degree in art therapy. Her love of the arts live on in this scholarship, which bears her name. In addition to this scholarship, each recipient is honored by having their name placed on a perpetual plaque, which hangs in the art display case located in the atrium here at Washington High School. The 2017 recipient of the Ann Urbis Arts Scholarship is Autumn Kite. Please welcome Mr. Jamie Marceric to present the next series of scholarships.
The Charity Roch Vocational Technical Scholarships are awarded by the Charity School of Kendall to career tech education students who are continuing their education at a post-secondary institution. This year, 10 students have won this $1,000 scholarship award, and this year's recipients are Ava Radel, Dylan DeLong, Brittany Cooley, Ben Brailer, Jackson Collins, Nate Gregg, Maria DeCharia, Brianna Locken, Samantha Smith, Sydney Mag, Seth Blankenship, and Claudia Pedro. The William and Pearl Henderson Trust Fund is a scholarship in memory of this couple who wanted to continue supporting the students of Massillon further their education. Hard work, dedication, and the desire to succeed are just some of the qualities this year's recipients possess. Please come forward when I call your name. Felicity Aliers, Cameron Bickle, Ben Brailer, Carly Gump, Hannah Jones, Savannah Lonis, Sydney Mag, Ava Radel, Stephen Sober, and Chloe Wolf. Please welcome Mrs. Amy Brailer back to the stage.
The Stark County Educational Assistance Scholarship Fund was formed to help deserving Stark County students. This is the 4th year Massillon Washington High School students have received this $500 scholarship, and this year we have 2 winners. The winners are Ethan Jefferson and Felicity Aliers. The Jane Jenkins Memorial Scholarship is new this year, and it is in memory of Jane Jenkins and is awarded to a female student majoring in elementary education with at least a 3.0 GPA or higher. The winner for the Jane Jenkins Memorial Scholarship is Chloe Wolf. The Corey Enlick Memorial Scholarship is given in memory of Army Sergeant Corey Enlick, who died from injuries sustained in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Corey was a 2003 graduate of Massillon, Washington High School. He was assigned the 2nd Squadron, 1st Cavalry Regiment, 4th Brigade, 2nd Infantry Division, Stryker Brigade Combat Team. This is the 8th year a student has won this scholarship honoring Corey, and it is an honor to present this scholarship on behalf of the Corey Enlick family. Especially, I've always worked with Kathy Enlick on this, and she did pass away right before a winner was announced. So this is for Kathy, and the winner is Allison Morris. Unfortunately, the mayor could not be here tonight, so it is an honor to present this scholarship with which Mayor Kathy Catazero Perry has started a few years ago in conjunction with local colleges and universities. This year's winners of the Mayor's Scholarship are representing Walsh University, Seth Blankenship, representing the University of Mount Union, Cordell Ford. Representing Kent State University, Terrence Anderson. And representing Stark State College, Ava Radel. Please welcome, sorry Ava. Please welcome Carmela Jeffries to the stage.
It's a pleasure to be here this evening to present the Joseph and Rita Jeffries Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship, which recognizes students who have a strong academic background and who share their talents through extracurricular activities and community involvement, was established to honor our parents. Our parents believed it was important to be a well-rounded individual. They also believed with education, hard work, and perseverance, any goal could be achieved. After reviewing the applications, transcripts, and recommendations of tonight's recipients, the committee felt that they had already demonstrated dedication to these values. Tonight's recipients have taken much the same path. Each has pursued a challenging academic curriculum, which included honors, AP, and College Credit Plus classes. Each has been recognized for their academic prowess by being inducted into the National Honor Society and the National Technical Honor Society. They were also active participants and leaders in varsity athletics, the arts, and a variety of other school and community activities. It's obvious that they have set goals and selected courses and activities from which to learn and grow. After more life experiences, their goals may change, but currently they are laying a foundation for the future. Therefore, it is with pride that I present the Joseph and Rita Jeffries Memorial Scholarship to Seth Blankenship and Brianna Locken. Okay. You what? Yeah. Okay. Leanne Brzezinski will be the next presenter.
Washington High School Student Council initiates the process of choosing Teacher of the Year by surveying fellow students in order to compile a list of Washington High School teachers who have made an impact on the lives of their students. From the list, Student Council members prepared a ballot with the names of the top 5 nominees for the student body to cast its vote for the Teacher of the Year. It is my honor to present the 2016-2017 Teacher of the Year recipient to Mrs. Ashley Barker.
Now for the sealed envelope, and it's really sealed. Miss Massillonian, an outstanding senior boy. The process started at the beginning of the school year. To be eligible for Miss Massillonian, an outstanding senior boy, students must have a minimum of a 3.3 GPA and have less than 24 absences and 10 tardies through their junior year. Once eligibility is determined, the students then receive points for student activities, teacher evaluation, an impromptu essay, and popular vote. From that process, the top 12 girls and the top 12 boys participate in a formal assembly and interview where they are judged by members of the community. This year's participants in the top 12 were, the boys were Brandon Bennett, Stephen Sober, Ben Brayler, Jordan Smith, Camden Brenner, John Sanson, Quinn Perkowski, Jackson Collins, Vince McConnell, Nathan Gregg, Isaac Farrington, and Dylan DeLong. The girls were Leanne Brzezinski, Victoria Nelson, Samantha Smith, Carly Gump, Emily Kolick, Hannah Jones, Brianna Locken, Kaylin Allman, Ava Radel, Dallas Covert, Sydney Mag, and Cameron Bickle. At this time, will the top 5 boys and girls please stand, and they are in no particular order. They are Stephen Sober, Ben Brayler, Quinn Perkowski, Nathan Gregg, and Jordan Smith. The top 5 girls in no particular order, if you will please stand, they are Leanne Brzezinski, Cameron Bickle, Dallas Covert, and Brianna Locken, sorry, honey. And the winners of Miss Massillonian, an outstanding senior boy, are Leanne Brzezinski and Quinn Perkowski. Please come forward to your photos. Congratulations. And if anyone doesn't know, Miss Leanne has also been named our 2017 Hall of Fame Queen. It is my pleasure to finally welcome Mr. Warner back to the stage.
I originally was kidding about 4 hours, but we're getting there, so I don't have a whole lot to say. We'll say more here in the next couple weeks at graduation, but thank you for all your support. Congratulations to all the winners. Go Tigers!